Hello, loves. Welcome to another episode of The Random. My name is Mary Ann Odoyo, and thank you for joining me today. So, in this moment, I just feel like I should be open and let whatever message wants to come through or to flow through me to just, come. I think something that has been brought into the forefront of my mind, like something that I'm now consciously aware of, is sexuality and sexual energy for some reason. I feel within me there is a maturity happening, a sexual maturity. I don't know how, why, or I can't even explain. It's just something that is it's just a knowing. It's just a knowing. And so it had me wondering. So we do get to mature sexually too. I didn't know that. My knowledge of sex and sexuality, I must say, is rather limited, considering this is something I've learned from what I've been told, things I have seen, and I don't know, I just feel like there is a deepening happening, an awareness of that. And also, part of my sexual education in this moment is like celibacy in mind, spirit, soul, and body, just as well. There are people who practice celibacy in body, but not necessarily in mind, soul, spirit. That just needed to be said. I don't know for whom it applies, or maybe it just applies to me actually. Celibacy, mind, body, spirit, soul, just overally. I made a video about sexual awareness a few months ago, 6 months, 4 months, somewhere around that. And thinking back to that video and to this moment in comparison, I feel like there's a lot of growth happening. There's a lot of discovery. I don't know. All I can say is at this moment there is an energy of sexual maturity coming to light and getting to understand what sex and sexuality is for us. Unlearning the things I've learned and the beliefs that have shaped my experience of sex up until this moment, unlearning the beliefs, the just deepening into a more intuitive knowledge of my own sexuality as a person, as a girl, as a woman, as me individually. And I feel like that ties into respecting my body, my soul, and my spirit. And one thing I feel like we all understand or we all know is sex is a very intimate act, not only physically but spiritually. Spiritually, it's a very intimate act. It's allowing someone into the deepest parts of your soul. I think we're all aware of that to some degree. And on the aspect of sexuality, hmm, I wonder what sexuality is generally, and maybe what it is for me. I don't know, I just feel like it is a topic that I am uncovering within myself in this journey of self discovery. That is something I am deepening into. And so maybe I just thought I could share that. Oh, so what is the main topic of today's channel? Presence. Hmm. Presence seems to be the theme that I'm called to. Uh, the gospel I'm called to share. Presence, presence, presence. Sitting with yourself in the present moment will allow for you to see the things coming up within you. It will allow for you to observe how you are reacting. Being present with yourself will allow for you to observe how you are reacting to or responding to the energies that are rising within your being. And then in the present moment, you can listen to the call. You know, when you're called to go somewhere, the call is like that instinct, that intuition. Instinct and intuition is very present in the moment. By being present with yourself, you can listen to the call or to move. Presence. By being present, you're allowing for guidance to come through you. By being present, you're allowing for yourself to be a receiver of divine guidance, and you're giving yourself the permission to move from here now. You're giving yourself the permission to recognize, how am I responding to the thoughts coming up? How am I responding to this energy? You're giving yourself the permission to recognize, oh, I did this. Why? It's presence seems to be such a powerful energy at this point in time, where so many things are changing, so many things are shifting, where so many paths, so many options are opening up for each and every one of us. So this is a call to sit still, and in the stillness of the moment, you are allowing yourself to see yourself truthfully for where you are and where you aim to go. It's not just about moving, making a step. At some point in the journey, you're called to sit still and make a decision from a point of here now. Not just choosing things you think you're meant to choose, but choosing from a place of, this is where my heart is telling me to go. It does not make so much sense. It seems odd, but it is a call to trust. The heart path, the heart calling will always call you to trust, because it may not look like what you think you want. It may not even make sense in some ways, but when it comes to the soul, sometimes it's not about making sense to the mind. Presence is what is ultimately aligning us with where we're actually going, with where our hearts are guiding us to. Presence allows you to tune in, to listen, to pick up the subtle energies. And I'm reminded to say that the soul, the heart, its tune, its rhythm is really subtle. It's really subtle, but it's there. It's always going to be there. It is subtle but present. It is always going to be present, but it is very subtle. And it calls to being in an intentional state of being right here, right now, in this moment as it is playing out. Some things may not be obvious, but even when they're not obvious, it does not negate the fact that they are there. There is power in presence even when it is not obvious. Presence is such a powerful state of being. Practice presence again and again and again and again in the ways that you feel called to. And let it guide you to where you're meant to be. I've been having dreams, oh, so many dreams at night. And I'm starting to like really enjoy it. I'm loving dreaming, okay? So, well, as I was saying, I've been having dreams, and yes, I'm loving them because for me it feels. Anyway, one thing that has been revealed, exposed to me, or reminded to me through a dream is through a dream, through the dream, through my dream is constructs. And this may be applying to me only rather than everyone else. So I'm just sharing this just because I feel like sharing it. It may not apply to you, and if it does not, do as you feel called. You can log out, like remove the video. I don't know how we call that, scroll away. Or you can listen with discernment. Constructs, structures that mask themselves as good, but in real sense, they're not what they seem to be. These are constructs that present an illusion to the general public where they are masked as structures. I don't know what constructs mean. It was some sort of structure. Let me just say what I kind of interpreted it as. Structures that present themselves as good is like masking. They have on a mask of being something good, you know, but behind their mask, it is something more sinister. It is not what it presents itself to be. There are structures which present themselves as something, but behind the mask, they are not what they present themselves to be. And so, since people see these things are something good, something harmless, they these structures are keeping people in a loop. It's like they're using illusion to kind of control people's perception, to control people in a way. It's like, and for me, it was like control. What the dream was like, control and keeping people in a type of loop. Okay. And so, by aligning with truth within yourself, you're able to see the truth. You're able to see beyond the mask that is being presented. You're able to see beyond the illusion. And therefore, these things cannot control you if you see their truth. So it's more like they're using illusion to control people or control people's perceptions or to keep people in some sort of loop. Okay? And so when by aligning with your own truth, you're able to see the truth, you're able to see beyond the mask that they have put on, and therefore they have no control over you. So even the control they hold in itself is an illusion because they don't have real control. These structures, these constructs don't really have real control. Because as long as you see beyond the mask, then they do not have control over you. As long as you see the truth of what these structures are, then they cannot control you. So it's more like they're using an illusion to control people and to keep people in a loop, but their control is not necessarily control, because as long as you're able to see beyond that mask, they cannot control you. It's not like I have you in this chokehold. The general public or individually, let's go into individuals, okay? It's like these structures have a chokehold over you only because you believe they are what they present themselves as. So their power is not because they're powerful, but it's because you as a person, you are believing what they're selling, this image that they are presenting. Their control is not necessarily because they are powerful or because they actually have control, but their control is because you as an individual are believing what they're selling. Okay? So by seeing beyond the mask, by seeing the truth, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing these structures can do, because their control in itself only is an illusion in its own way. When someone makes you think that they have power over you, but then you realize, nah, bitch, that was also an illusion. I thought they had power over me. That is why they thought they had power over me. But now I know they don't. So they don't. And for you to see the truth beyond everything that is being shown to you, you must step into your truth. By going back home into yourself, into your heart, into your soul, you're aligning with the frequency of truth. It all starts with you. within you, seeing the truth of my being, seeing my truth, seeing my darkness, seeing my light. It all begins within you. When you align with the frequency of truth, when you align with the truth within you, every other thing else will naturally rise up to the truth within you. You will naturally see beyond masks, beyond illusion. You will see the truth. It begins with you. You must go in to yourself and choose to align with truth. And you'll naturally see the truth. So let's get a little bit confusing, okay? Let's get into it. I'm loving this session. So, 2 days ago, I had a client there's a lady whose hair I braid. So she was looking for me. She wanted me to braid her hair. And I wasn't feeling like showing up then. Like, I was like, I really want to rest. Like, she came in at around 11, okay, looking for me. Usually I have classes. It was on a Friday. Usually I have classes from Monday to Friday, okay? Stay with me. This might make sense. I have classes from Monday to Friday. So my siblings, my sisters, they know. Usually Monday to Friday at around 11, I'm not at home. I'm in school. I come back at around 1 to 2. So on this Friday, I decided to not go to class, and I was at home. And I knew this lady wanted for me to braid her hair, okay? I kind of knew it. But when I woke up, I was like, no, I don't really feel like availing myself this early. I just want to stay in bed for a while. Then I'll go make her hair at some other time, okay? So on that Friday, I didn't go to school, and I was in bed. So the lady comes knocking at 11 looking for me. And my sister, who, when she doesn't see me on Monday to Friday, she was in the living room. So she opened the door. Something in her mind just told her I was not there. And she was like, no, Marianne is not here. She'll be back at around 1. And something in my mind was telling me, I know this lady will come looking for me. Let me tell my sister, her name is Sheila. Let me tell Sheila when she comes to say I'm not back from school yet. I'm not back from school yet. And I was feeling too lazy, and I just stayed in bed. And so the lady came, and I had not told Sheila yet, but in Sheila's mind, I was in school. I was really excited because I'm like, oh, she didn't even have to lie. I didn't even have to tell her to lie. You know? So Sheila naturally said the truth. She did not lie. Because to her, I was in school. She thought I was in school. I don't know why she did, but she didn't see me. I'd been in bed for a while. I was just feeling lazy. I'd just been in bed. So she thought I was in school because she wasn't seeing me around. Oh, so when the lady comes knocking, Sheila opens the door and she says, oh, Marianne is not here. She'll be back at around 1, 2. So Sheila said the truth. That was her truth. She was not lying. To her, I was in school, and she really said the truth. So the lady goes outside and finds my brother. And my brother is like, Miriam didn't go to school today, she's at home. And my brother said the truth just as well. But both were truths, but only one was factual. Both said the truth as was presented to them or as they knew, but only one was factual. My brother did say the truth. She didn't go to school today, okay? And Sheila said the truth as she knew it, because she was not lying. She was being honest. She really did think I was at school. And she said, oh, she's not here today, she'll be back at around 1 to 2, because later when she saw me, she was very surprised. You're like, what, you're here? So it had me thinking both were truths, because none of them was lying, but only one was factual. And that got me confused. It's like, so truth and fact, is it the same thing? Is truth and fact the same thing? You know? Because both of these people were actually being honest to the best of their knowledge. But only one truth was in alignment with the fact. And also, by Sheila saying that, it served me, because I didn't want to go braid or go start being busy at that time. At that time, I wasn't feeling like it. So I said it was going to get a little bit confusing, but well, that's not really even that confusing. That's not confusing. It just had me thinking. So, truth and fact. So what's truth? I mean, I would love to get to that point where we just interact, where this is an interactive community, where you give me your thoughts, you give me your experiences, and one day, one time, maybe I'll get the answer from someone as seen by them. What is truth? What do you experience truth as? And where did the concept of truth even originate from? Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Bye.